Hi, I'm Shandy.
Hi, I'm Craig.
Hi, I'm Kylie.
And this is Seance with My Siblings.
Utah Cryptid Edition.
Welcome to the Seance. A
It's January.
It is January.
And so, we are going to do the monthly card pull that we do.
Slay.
I'm using my new, if you want to see this on the YouTubes, we're there.
We're on YouTube.
Seasons of the Witch Oracle cards that my beautiful, awesome siblings and mom got me for my birthday, which was last month.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday last month.
What season are we in now? We just left Sagittarius season.
We are in Capricorn.
Capricorn, that's right.
Hello, Capricorns.
Hello, Capricorn.
Hi, Capricorn.
Capricorns. And this is for all of us. What do we need? What is the overall theme of this month? What is our theme of this month? Ooh, oh, and just an FYI, I did a getting to know your deck spread, which I want to make a TikTok about. But this deck's whole theme is like hard truths. So here's for our New Year's resolutions, everyone.
Oh,
shit. Not that I do that.
We set goals and stick to them.
Yeah, we set goals and make small, manageable steps toward the goals.
Smart goals.
Yeah. Like you make in therapy.
Like you make in therapy.
Sometimes.
Specific, measurable, attainable.
Set yourself up for success.
Realistic, timely.
Realistic and timely, yes.
Yes.
That's what SMART stands for.
Yep.
So we got voices.
Ooh.
And bat.
Ooh.
Bats.
Bats.
Have you guys watched What We Do in the Shadows?
I watched the movie. The TV show confused me because it was like just the movie.
No, it's... I think they were setting it up in that first episode.
Well, and that confused me, and I was like, wait, I've already seen all this.
What's going on?
So I got scared and I didn't watch it anymore.
Well, anyway, they yell bat when they want to turn into a bat.
Oh,
Bat.
fun. Anyway, cool. Let's see. Oh, voices was the first card I pulled. And this deck is fun because it has reverse meanings, and that's not always the case with oracle cards. And let's see. This deck is by Lorianne Anderson, or Lorraine. That doesn't look like Lorraine. That's Lorianne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dorian.
And Juliette Diaz, and illustrated by Giada Rose.
Slay.
They
So
popped
if you
off.
want to find it, that's how you can find it. Anyway, and the book is in alphabetical order, so that's always nice. Do-do-do.
If you hear random rustling, we have a kitty in this room. It's not
moved
ghosts.
Our studio, my son decided he wanted his basement bedroom back. And now here we are, upstairs.
Upstairs.
In the upstairs that is significantly less haunted, but has a feral bedroom cat.
Yep.
Anyway. Okay, so bat. Keywords are psychic development and hidden realms.
Ooh.
Oh, I just found that first, even though, whatever. It's fine.
It's
Here
fine.
we are. Invoke thy power and fear not the hidden. What lurks is coming with undenying change.
Oh, shit.
Many people believe bats to be blind, but they see using their ears to attune to vibrations and sense things. Your intuition can see beyond your eyesight, picking up on things that the rational mind can sometimes miss. There has been a wonderful movement in the world to deepen intuition. Intuition isn't just about saying, "My spirit guides told me." It's about genuinely trusting that inner voice to guide you in the dark. You need space to go to the dark places so that you can put your inner knowing to the test. Doing your work is not about staying away from dark thoughts or bad feelings. It's certainly not. It's about knowing how to pull yourself out of the darkness when you get there. or walking in it a while, embracing it. It is about being able to walk through the dark without losing your light. Oh, yes. You are being guided to tap into the hidden realms of your self-conscious. When Bat comes flying into your reading, it's time to peek into the dark caves and spaces. It's time for you to dig into your spirituality, facing the good, the bad, and the ugly. Bat advises you to stop trying and start allowing. Ooh. Allowing your intuition to guide you. Allow yourself to feel energy moving through you and your surroundings. Feel for the vibrations you come into contact with and let that be your guide. Genuinely doing spiritual work isn't always glamorous. No, it is not. No work is very glamorous.
No.
Let's just be so for real. Sometimes it requires you to get deep and ugly, but above all, it requires you to be honest. Honesty means going into the dark rooms where you have tried to hide.
Ooh, okay.
And the next one is voices. Go clear to V now, because I know the alphabet.
Pop off.
I know. All that school and I know the alphabet.
Slay.
No shade though to anyone who doesn't. We can all learn it though. Anyway, so voices, keywords, encouragement, inner knowing.
Ooh.
It's another inner.
They line up.
They sure do.
Hydration time.
Hydration.
Okay. With a tug at the gut, fill them. Romance your very breath. Listen to the gentle flickering with your eyes, for this is where they guide. So each card has this little cryptic blurb on it. Okay. Voices surround us, but we have to listen carefully. The power speaks to us in so many different ways, encouraging us as we travel along our path. There is a voice that can be found in the plants, animals, colors, shapes, winds, and rains. There are clues offering us guidance and encouragement. As we make our way back to the true self, Spirit speaks to us in symbols, signs, faint sounds, and subtle cues. I always have to ask Spirit to smack me in the face.
Yes.
I'm like, I'm real dense. You gotta go hard.
Maybe a little more sign than that.
Yeah. Our wise ancestors knew this. They knew everything has something to say for those who know how to listen, not just with their ears, but with their entire body, mind, and soul. This card has come to you as a reminder to listen to the guidance offered by Spirit through your environment. One of the best ways to connect is to go out in nature, ask a question to the wind, and listen for the answer. Ooh, I just got full body chills.
Girl, me too!
Perhaps a plant suddenly moves nearby, or something floats on the wind just in front of your face. These are all signs from Spirit to you. Ask your question and wait for the powers that be to answer. Be open-minded about the ways an answer can appear. Look for synchronicities or consistent signs that come together to tell a story. That happens for me a lot. Sometimes something is a sign if you feel a connection to it. No matter how silly it seems, trust in your ability to receive the language of Spirit. The powers that be will see this and offer more to you.
Dude, those line up so good. Listening, trusting your inner knowing.
And also this being aware of your surroundings and don't discredit or discount the signs you're seeing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because we do that. We don't trust our gut. We're socially conditioned to not listen to our own inner knowing. Mm-hmm. And then we get murdered.
Yep.
Okay, maybe not that dramatic. But then we might miss out on something. Or we get hurt by something we could have avoided if we would have listened.
We go into the dark room with a screeching something where it then devours our soul.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, if you say so.
But
Craig's in this.
I was thinking more ghosts, but then I was like,
But your higher power or your higher self or your guides or angels, whatever you are wanting to communicate with or is your typical thing you connect with. Sometimes they're very subtle or they're just putting a bunch of stuff in your path, and if you're noticing, you're going to connect the dots and it's going to be good for
You'd
you.
be like,
Yeah.
hey.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Craig, you're on.
Okie dokie artichoke.
Utah Cryptids.
Utah Cryptids.
Utah
Ba-ba-ba-bam.
Cryptids.
This is where we live. Yay!
Utah! Yeehaw. Oh, God. Okay, I'm ready. I'm going to be talking to you guys about the dire wolf, which is an actual thing but not today. Well, maybe today. Okay.
It's a real thing,
thing,
but not today.
but it lived a very long time ago.
Like it's extinct.
It's extinct, yes. It existed in the Pleistocene era.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Pleistocene.
I never met her in my life.
Pleistocene. I don't know. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. It's fine.
Close enough.
Yeah. It is a large puppy. It stood about 3'5" tall and weighed 125 to 175 pounds.
That our big dog.
That are a big doggo. Don't give doggo a boop though.
Oh, no booping that dog.
No,
No.
don't. You can't pet that dog.
Oh.
We're all very disappointed.
I know. Such a good boy. They had a smaller brain case than the average wolf, and they were bulkier and stronger, and
Oh,
their
no.
jaws could crush bones.
They were like the brus.
Yeah, they're the bro dudes. They found thousands of direwolf skeletons in the La Brea tar pits in Los Angeles. So that's crazy. That means they were real dumb, just kept jumping in that tar pit.
Lots of things got stuck
Yeah,
in the tar
no,
pit.
Yeah.
It's actually really sad.
It is really
Yeah.
sad. Like watching in elementary school, like the mammoths in the tar pit, like
Yeah.
just like in those historical videos or whatever. Yeah, it was like, oh my god.
They're like crying for each other.
It's so sad.
Father
Heartbreaking.
help.
Father help. Oh no. Okay. Anyway, enough of tar pits and babies getting captured in them. So it is said to have lived alongside noteworthy animals such as Smilodon fatalis. This fierce hunter is a mystery to all of us. Not as much as known about it. It lived during the prehistoric area, and is the original wild doggo. Not much is known about whether they lived in packs or were solitary creatures, which is super interesting for like a wolf type critter.
Yeah.
As the only information we have about them is from their skeletons and their modern day descendants. They could be found living in North and South America with possibly 2 subspecies for each continent.
Oh.
That's just like a little, even though it's like cryptid, we'll get to that, but like just like that it was like a thing that existed. Possible sightings. The direwolf has not been proven to still exist, but various cryptids and myth around the world have described that uncannily resemblance that of a direwolf possesses. These include the Wahila, Shunka, Warrenkin, Amarak, and Fenrir. They are possibly still alive and thriving in the icy Nahila Valley, where the Wahila has been sighted. There have been few sightings, but one in the Nahila Valley. I believe that's in like Canada.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So,
A sighting of the Willa described it as a wolf on steroids. In detail, it was described as a large wolf with bulky legs, wider head, and shorter ears, like the previous description as well. The Uinta Basin in Utah is one of the most paranormal places in America and has been that way for centuries. Even prior to settlers moving in, the Uinta Basin was known for its unusual energy and paranormal events, and is home to many strange sightings and happenings. One of those happenings is the reemergence of the direwolf.
ooh, I was wondering where the Utah connection was.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's here.
We got there.
We got there.
You have to give us some context.
Yes. Neat.
Yes.
Neato.
Neato.
Sorry, Craig.
It's okay. This was perhaps one of the best known events to be documented on the ranch, the Skinwalker Ranch. I know. Can it's fine. If we disappear suddenly, just know.
It's because of Craig.
It's because of
Craig
me.
did it.
Yep, I did it. I'm going to be saying it a few more times. Prepare.
Okay.
Be prepared.
So, it's one of the best known events to be documented on the ranch, and it deals with the Sherman family. The family of ranchers moved into Skinwalker Ranch to raise a large herd of high-end cattle, and it didn't take too long for them to see something that couldn't be explained. Within a matter of days, Terry Sherman and his son saw a wolf, almost the size of their car, calmly approach them. The massive beast was calm and friendly towards them, thinking it was someone's pet.
They think this car-sized wolf is a pet.
Yep.
Okay, guys.
Terry patted it on its head and shooed it away.
Okay, Terry.
Terry's just as wild, and the wolf walked away calmly and suddenly bit one of the young cows on the nose, trying to drag it away.
Dang.
Terry, armed with a shotgun, started to shoot at the wolf, though he was an excellent marksman and was at a close range. The bullets didn't hurt the wolf.
Ooh.
At most, the bullets stunned it. It backed away, annoyed, and walked away.
It's like, I'm just
It's
annoyed.
like, I just want dinner.
It's like, you just petted me. What is happening?
You just gave me a pat on the head.
I didn't eat you, so I'm taking
taking your wolf
and you're mad?
in return. Yep. The two followed the wolf only to see the wolf vanish, and its tracks disappeared into thin air.
Ooh.
Is it an interdimensional being?
Yes, probably.
Probably.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't like time and space, so it does what it wants.
It doesn't like them.
Yeah.
It doesn't mind. It doesn't have to abide by them as we do.
Yep. When researchers asked people to choose a picture of the wolf, the most closely resembled the creature they saw, they chose the photo of a dire wolf. Dire wolves have been extinct for over 10,000 years, and wolves haven't been seen in Utah for decades. So what did they see?
Ooh. An interdimensional puppy.
Yeah. I feel like we've seen wolves here.
Wolves are here. I don't know
Maybe
why.
not like large wolves, though.
Not like maybe some of the species they have, I don't know, like in Alaska.
Yeah.
Not like that.
Yeah.
We have a lot of coyotes, to be fair, in Utah.
Yeah.
That's, I think, more plentiful.
Yes.
And bobcats and cougars.
Yes.
And not women cougars.
Well, there actually are a lot of cougars here in Utah.
Here too. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, well.
All kinds of cougars.
All kinds. And that was from Vocal Media / 10 Bizarre Things That Have Happened on the Skinwalker Ranch.
Okay.
And cryptids.fandom.com.
Cryptids.
The most reliable website.
I
I was
have.
like, who in this room hasn't been on there? Raise your hand.
Yeah.
No, we've all been there.
All right. We're going to stick to the Uintas.
Uintas.
Moon Lake is a high mountain reservoir on the south slope of the High Uintas in Duchesne County, Utah.
It's not Duchesne, guys. It's Duchesne.
Duchesne.
So you know.
You gotta say it like a Utah.
Utah.
Duchesne. It used to be believed to be bottomless,
Ooh.
or at the very least the deepest lake in Utah, which is very not true and was debunked very early on. This is a man-made reservoir. It's so the deepest lake, if you count bordering lakes, is Lake Powell.
Okay.
Which is about 560 to 583 feet deep at the dam, with a maximum depth of that 583 feet when it's at its fullest.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty shallow right now, though.
Yes.
And coming in second is Bear Lake, which also has its own cryptid, but we're not talking about him today.
Not today.
Shandy said something that made me think Utah has a lot for a landlocked state.
Mm-hmm.
Utah has a lot of water cryptids.
Why the fuck do we have so many water cryptids?
I don't
Right.
know.
It's
They like
wild.
those lakes.
It is wild. But Bear Lake is 208 feet deep, or 63 meters. Guess how deep Moon Lake is?
18 feet.
A little
18
deeper
feet.
than that.
18
Okay.
feet.
It's 73 feet deep.
Oh.
Not
So-
bottomless, not
Not
the
bottomless.
deepest lake in Utah.
I
That's
wonder
hilarious.
why they thought that.
I don't
That's
know.
crazy.
I do not know. But just because Moon Lake isn't bottomless, it doesn't mean that it's not hiding something in its depths. Moon Lake is probably most famous for sightings of a creature in the lake that can most accurately be described as something similar to the Loch Ness Monster, Nessie. The Moon Lake Monster, however, is known as Mooney, which is really cute. Described as a dark, bumpy, log-like creature with scales.
Dark and bumpy.
Dark, bumpy, and log-like.
Yep.
With scales and sometimes a fin. Sightings involve large ripples and something following boats. Some people link this to a legend from the Ute tribe of the area, with the lake being cursed because this lake also has water babies.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
It's very haunted.
And it's sometimes accompanied by tales of a ghostly girl with pale blue lips, creating a mix of monsters and ghosts in the area.
Great.
Yay.
I love it, actually. Let's
We'll have
go.
to go
Yeah.
camp there.
Many
They have
Utahns,
cabins.
and do they what?
They have cabins.
Oh, they
to
have
rent.
cabins.
Mhm.
Yeah, they do.
We could do that at
We
some
could do
point.
that.
We
in
should
the
do that.
summertime.
We really, really should.
Mm-hmm.
Because this place is wildin'.
Mm-hmm.
It's wildin'. Many Utahns and visitors to the state claim to have encounters with Mooney. These are their stories. Bum bum.
These are their stories.
Law and order noise. Story 1. This is Encounter with a Monster by Jackie Bird on December 12th. I did not put the year, whoopsie daisies. It was a warm June day. I was up at Moon Lake for a family reunion. The day was boring and all the kids wanted to go out on the lake for a boat ride. Great Uncle Melvin was more than willing to give us rides. As he was preparing the boat to enter the water, an eerie feeling suddenly came to some of our parents. We were too excited to pay attention or to care about what might happen. A bunch of us jumped at the opportunity of being the first ones on the lake that day. As my parents came down the shore, I climbed into the boat. Before they could yell at me to get back on shore, Great Uncle Melvin was pushing the boat away from the shore. Great Uncle Melvin took us up by the dam and around the backside of the lake. All of us were having so much fun that we didn't worry about it getting dark. Suddenly, the hair on the back of my mom's neck stood on end. About 20 yards behind the boat and the engine wave, something was following the boat. What can I do to save my daughter if something happens? My mom thought, or as my mom watched, more and more questions came to her mind. The closer the boat came to the shore, the better Mom could see the thing following. It was like a log floating in the water, but it wasn't a log. You could almost make out a fin,
Ooh.
Oh no.
and the water slithered over the
Ew.
huge thing
I hate
as
it.
if it had scales. As the party approached the shore, the thing stopped following us. It appears as if it was startled by the noise coming from everyone on shore. The boat touched land softly. After I was off the boat, my mom told me what she had seen. At first, I didn't believe her, but the more she insisted, the more I believed. To this very day, my mom will not go out on Moon Lake. Maybe it was the Moon Lake monster, or just a board. No one will ever know.
Or just a
Story number 2. Oh, sorry, what?
We better get our paddle boards and
Yes.
my boat out there.
Go out there.
see if we can see
Paddleboarding
Mooney.
on Moon Lake. That
And
would
our
be
little
fun.
floating island that we
Mm.
Yes,
Yes.
that would be fun.
That would be fun.
Is Mooney mean? Will she eat us?
Nah.
Nah, we can be friends.
Yeah.
Treat, treat. treat, treat.
Yes.
I think we could just give Mooney a White Claw
Yeah.
and some crackers.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
And it'll be fine.
Oh, yeah.
That's Mooney's vibe.
That is Mooney's vibe. Yes. That would actually be really fun. We should plan a trip.
Yeah, we should. Let's do it. For real, for real.
For real, for real. On God, no cap. Okay, story number 2. What is it? By Jenny Bolton on December 5th, 1995.
Who was born then?
I was not alive when Jenny was out with Mooney.
I was like 12.
Shandy was 12 when Jenny
Maybe.
was out with Mooney.
I don't know, math is hard.
Around
Math
there.
is
Anyway.
hard.
Around there. Quick, go faster. It's following us.
Hell
Boating
no.
on Moon Lake has always been a favorite thing of mine to do. That is until that day.
Oh, shit.
In 1995.
In 1995. Things had been going great. My husband had been promoted to manager of the computer company that he worked for, and we had a new baby.
Oh.
We were a very happy family. It was a nice day on the lake. The clouds were white and fluffy like little fluffs of pillows. The wind was calm as the still night's breeze. The kids were getting ready to go riding on the water weenie.
I love it.
They were having the time of their lives. We saw something out in the distance, but we really didn't think anything of it. We went on with our boating activities. After lunch, we were back out on the lake. The children were looking at the lake. They saw the strange-looking thing again. This time, it was following the boat. The faster we went, the faster it went. We didn't know what to do. The thought of getting off the lake ran through our minds. We went for it, but as soon as we went towards the shore, the thing went and blocked our way.
Oh, shit.
Rude.
As we got closer, we could tell this was no ordinary giant fish. It was black, ugly, bumpy, monster-looking. They're just roasting Mooney.
Poor Mooney. They can't help it.
By then I was terrified. We didn't want to make the lake monster mad, so we decided to stay on the lake for a while longer. Time passed and the monster held its ground. Getting tired of just sitting there, we decided we should try to escape. When we tried to get away, the monster came up to our boat and tried to capsize it.
Oh my gosh.
Girl. No.
Hold
No,
on for your
Mooney,
life,
no.
Jenny. Our boat almost tipped over, and some of our children nearly went overboard.
Oh
What
my
would I
gosh.
do if I lost any of my children?
Die.
That would be rough.
Literally.
The rocking boat had all of us scared to death. It was all we could do to sit and calmly wait for some help or something to happen. It was getting close to nightfall, and the sun was beginning to go down. The children were getting restless, but were too scared to even try to go to sleep. At last, another boat came out on the lake. They were coming to our rescue. The boat tried to distract the monster while we raced to the shore. The other boat followed closely behind with the monster on its tail. Soon, however, the monster disappeared under the water about 300 yards out. We immediately packed up and left Moon Lake, and to this day we have never returned or gone boating anywhere else.
That's crazy.
Well, we'll just bring Chase and Peter with us.
They'll fight it.
They
They'll
will.
fight it.
Chase will fist fight
Mooney.
anything.
And Peter's like, I got a pocket knife. I got this, guys.
Shake
Can you
Mooney.
imagine?
Yes.
Oh, come at me,
I
bro.
can. I can't imagine.
I actually can't do it. Oh my god.
Chase is just like punching its head.
I can
yeah.
imagine Chase like riding it.
Yeah, that's what I was imagining. Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
now that needs to be on a t-shirt.
Yes.
Chase riding.
Like
Mooney.
riding Mooney with like a
Yes.
hat.
Like,
Yeah.
in the boat.
Like yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Moon Lake has more than Mooney though. So I thought I might as well throw in a ghost story and
Yeah.
some
Yes.
mysterious
This
lights.
is a seance after all.
Yes. We love us a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
This Utah ghost story. Oh, tell this Utah ghost story around the campfire and no one will sleep a wink by Catherine Armstrong on April 26, 2023.
Pop off, Catherine.
Pop off, Catherine. Camping is the very best way to bask in the beauty of Utah's nature. And there's nothing better than gathering around a campfire for s'mores and ghost stories.
I mean, true.
There's one Utah ghost story that will send chills up your spine, especially when you're in the middle of the woods. The next time you find yourself in the wilderness, sitting at the campfire, you need to tell your friends about the ghost of Moon Lake. Moon Lake is a beautiful spot in the high Uintas north of Duchesne, but when you visit, you might encounter the ghost of a young girl. She appears in broad daylight, because ghosts are not only come out... Wait, the way I worded that,
Ghosts are not.
Not at night.
Yes, they
This
can
is
come out
why
whenever they want.
I've seen all of the full body apparitions I have seen has been in the daytime, except for the ghost hand I saw. That was at night.
At night.
At night.
Nosferatu.
Yeah, so she appears in broad daylight,
As they do.
as they do, and you might see her while you're walking through the woods around the lake,
Ooh,
or
fun.
even sitting on the banks fishing.
Let's go.
Let's go. The little girl will come up to you,
Ooh, shit.
sobbing and asking for help.
Oh my gosh.
We will help you.
We will help you.
Maybe. We'll see.
She appears to be around 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
The child is soaked as though she's fallen into the lake. She's shivering and her lips are blue from the cold. Of course you want to help her, so you reach out to take her hand, and she vanishes right in front of you. If you've been drinking a few beers while fishing, you might think maybe you've had a few too many, but you should know that you're not the first to witness this ghost. She's been appearing to campers and hikers for years, each time soaking wet and shivering, and each time disappearing into thin air right in broad daylight. She sounds kind of like a residual haunting.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, but maybe, I don't know. Like, because she's coming up and asking
Maybe not,
for
though,
help.
yeah.
So I think we would just need to go and see.
We'll have to go figure it out for ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, is there anything included about who they think she might be or what? Because kids, I don't think kids.
Is it?
Yeah, does she drag them under
Is
sometimes?
Is she the water baby?
Mm-hmm.
A manifestation of them.
Yeah, because they can disguise themselves
Yes.
according to lore.
And they want to drag you into the water. But it doesn't seem like she does this.
No, it sounds like she's
And she
asking
can be
for
in the
help.
woods.
Mm-hmm.
Huh, that's interesting.
I don't know.
I don't know either. We'll have to
go
if we
see.
can find out.
Some campers don't see the little girl, but they hear her.
Ooh.
If you've ever visited one of Utah's lakes, then you know how sound travels across water. While you're walking around near the lake during the day, you might hear the sobs of a child or loud splashing as if something is fallen in the lake. I wonder if that's the water baby, though, actually.
Yeah.
When you try to locate where the sounds are coming from, you'll be unsuccessful.
Huh. Well, because that would confuse people because they're not thinking, oh, there's a spirit and water babies.
Yeah.
And water babies are a different kind of entity spirit situation than like a human spirit situation.
Yes.
If she even is that.
Yeah.
If you want to know more about water babies, go listen to our Salt Lake, the Great Salt Lake episode.
Yeah.
Or our Haunted
the
Bridges
bridge, yeah.
episode.
Haunted
We talk
Bridges.
about that in that one too.
I think Corinne and Sabrina, Two Girls, One Ghost, they have a good episode about water babies too.
There's lots out there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you're curious.
They're all over.
As darkness descends over the lake and campgrounds, things get even creepier. The sunsets here are stunning. Yes, they are. If you have not seen
so
a Utah
pretty.
sunset, you are missing out.
And if you get out of the bigger cities, even in the cities in Utah, you can see stars. Like the stars here are insane,
Yeah.
especially where we live.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I have lost my spot again. I'm so sorry,
no.
you guys. The sunsets here are stunning. So
Yes.
enjoy them before you settle into your tent for the night. You're not likely to get much sleep here.
Oh, shit.
As you snuggle into your sleeping bag, you'll hear the little nighttime noises of the wilderness. The hoot of an owl, the rustling of a mouse or chipmunk in the underbrush near your tent. Or maybe an ear-piercing scream.
No.
I thought you were just going to be like, an ear.
You'll hear an ear.
You'll hear an
What does an ear sound like?
I don't know.
You'll pull upright and search for your headlamp, but when you step outside, you'll see nothing. But a few moments after you settle back into your tent, more screams, accompanied by the sound of splashing in the water nearby.
It's Bigfoot.
It's just partying in the lake. If you walk down to the lake, all will appear calm in the moonlight. Later, you might hear footsteps running across your campsite.
Maybe that's a residual.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe. It's gonna be a long night on Moon Lake.
Oh,
That
shit.
I sleep with earplugs and I take melatonin. I'm gonna sleep.
Yeah. Just tell the ghost, go to sleep!
Yeah,
Yep.
I do. Leave me alone.
Leave me
I'm
alone.
sleeping.
It's bedtime. It's said that the young girl who you've seen and heard drowned in the lake years ago still haunts it today. While some campers never hear or see anything unusual at Moon Lake, others report similar stories.
Interesting.
Interessante.
Interessante.
Okay, last story. Story number 4. By Hunter Whack on May 17th,
Whack.
2022. A few years ago, my dad and I were staying at Moon Lake as a base camp for a once-in-a-lifetime mountain goat hunt in the area. Ooh. When we first arrived at the lake and had finished setting up camp, it was around noon. The lake was beautiful and had a pristine glassy reflection of the mountains surrounding it. After setting up camp, we decided to hike along the bank of the lake and follow the creek, since we're from Utah.
It's not a creek,
It's not a creek,
Crick.
it's a creek, upwards past the inlet to see if there were any good areas to hunt. The eerie feeling of someone or something else there would not leave. Eventually, I asked my dad and his friend if they could feel the same thing. They stated that they felt it as though a negative presence was there that didn't want us there. We thought nothing of this because we had never heard any of the stories surrounding this lake. Later that night, we had to go into town for some supplies and nothing seemed out of the usual. However, on our way back on the mountainside above the lake, we saw 4 lights in a row, each one a different color: red, blue, yellow, and green. As I brought this to my dad's attention, he stopped the vehicle, and we rolled down the window to get a better look. The lights were moving, but not in the way you would expect to see 4 random lights on the mountain. These were not people with headlamps on, and this wasn't a building or a car, as there is no access to the area via road or trail. We tried to document the lights as they alternated colors, turning on and off, and then just disappeared into thin air.
To like this ghost lights.
Ghost lights. Or this, UFO.
UFOs.
Yeah. And this isn't swampy area. So this isn't like a gaseous kind of like the swamp lights that happen because of the swamp gases.
Yeah. It's a trail on the mountainside.
Yeah. So it's not like Utah is a arid desert.
The next day. Oh, did I miss? To this day, I'm still not 100% sure what I witnessed that night.
Oh, and we don't have fireflies, just so you guys know.
No fireflies
here. Yeah, so it couldn't be that either.
Lightning bugs.
We don't...
Did you know they're actually beetles?
Yeah.
I didn't know that until recently.
Their little butts allowed up. Yeah, we don't have those.
Yeah. The next day, we asked our guide for the hunt we were on if he'd seen or heard anything happening at Moon Lake. Granted, our guide is a full-blooded Ute who has strong connections to the lands we are on. The guide informed us that because of the things he has seen and stories he has heard, he would no longer go near Moon Lake or the surrounding area because the land was cursed. If you're planning a trip to Moon Lake, please be prepared to experience something otherworldly that you cannot explain. And if you aren't prepared, then I wish you the best of luck.
Good luck. Okay, wish us luck.
Wish us luck, because we're going. So that is Moon Lake. What do you guys think?
I cannot wait to go.
I'm very excited.
I remember in the first part of our podcast, which has been over a year ago now, we were going to talk about Moon Lake, and then we couldn't find enough about what we wanted to talk about it, and so we scrapped that idea.
I was glad to find some personal encounters,
because I don't think we could find those back then. So it's almost like it was meant for you to wait until now.
Yeah, and they span from the late 1990s to 2022.
Yeah. Neat.
Oh yeah.
Neato.
Neato.
Yeah.
Well.
Whale.
This is going to be probably way more unsettling than Moon Lake.
I'm excited.
Oh, because I'm talking about epidermis strollers. You might not know what or who I am talking about when I say flesh pedestrian or epidermis strollers. Okay, this is a Navajo word. I am not a native Navajo speaker. I am doing my best. I practiced, I swear. In my head, I can say it right. But the Unadlushi is how you would say this creature's name in Navajo. The Navajo Nation is where this preternatural being originates from. Still don't know who I am talking about? I will say it this one time, and only this one time. Skinwalkers. That is just like so much pounded into our heads. You just don't say
You don't
that.
You don't
say
say
it.
Don't
it.
say that. So even just this topic, I'm like, oh, am I like really fucking myself over? I don't know.
Is this a bad idea?
Is this a bad idea? Anyway, I hated even typing it out when I was making this script.
Fair.
Yeah. Shanklen Shadow Productions, YouTube's videos on Yinadlushi were incredibly helpful. If you don't know about him yet, go check him out. He is a member of the Navajo Nation and has been trained by his family his whole life practically in the powerful Navajo magical practices and other herbal medicine practices that I know nothing about as I have not been invited to learn, but he shares a little with viewers, enough to dispel falsehoods that are spread around the internet, mostly on TikTok.
Freaking TikTok.
While still keeping sacred practices sacred.
Mm-hmm.
He's really cool. He went to the ranch that shall not be named with Zach Baggins.
Oh, freaking Zach.
And I watched him speak about it after the fact, and he said it was a really good experience. I think they were all, like, wary. Like, Zach was on his best behavior, it sounds like.
That's good. Because he
Because-
can be wild.
Like, this guy seems delightful and lovely, but I wouldn't want to make him mad at me. He's one of those people who are like, you're cool until, like, you just stay on your best behavior. Oh, there's Luke. Anyway, okay. So Shanklen Shadow Productions does share with us a beautiful history of how the Navajo magical people and healers performed rituals using the energy and magic of their land. These rituals needed to be performed in certain locations that were all very far apart from each other as their lands stretch across Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, and also Colorado, specifically the Four Corners Monument area. And this is just the modern day areas. I am unsure of how much bigger their lands used to be when they were performing these rituals in generations past. My point is they had to cover huge areas in a short time. Shanklen Shadow Productions shares his people worked very hard to learn to transform into animal forms that could travel much faster than a regular human. These transformation rituals were complex and took many years of study and hard work to learn. Some people found this too arduous, too much labor for the sacred ability of transformation. These individuals took a shortcut.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, a very dark shortcut. This is where many folks decide to focus on in the tales of how the Yinaldulushi came to be. This is a disservice to the beautiful magical history. However, the darkness is why we are here today, and I am trying my best to discuss it respectfully. The reason why this ritual came to become Yinaldulushi is so sensationalized is the dark act one has to commit to gain these ill-gotten magical transformation powers. One has to sacrifice a loved one in order to become Yinaldulushi. The YouTuber, he also shares that you need the energy and magic of the lands of the Navajo people to transform, making it unlikely that Yinaldulushi occur in areas outside of their lands.
Is it just as bad to say it as that as it is?
No, it doesn't seem so.
Because it means the same thing, though.
Yes. However, in my research, no one had any qualms over saying that, like they do the other thing. But then...
But is it because...
No one... I don't know.
I don't know.
It seemed more respectful to say the actual word instead of... The actual name instead of the sensationalized name that gets all of the negative attention. So, I don't know. I could be real fucked right now, y'all. We'll see. Okay. But we're not on Navajo lands here. But I'll get to that.
Okay.
The Navajo, theirs is the most famous. But they are not the only ones who have people practicing dark magic or wicked people using magic for dark purposes is how I would rather say that. Because magic is just magic. It's your intentions.
Yes.
Right?
Right. Intentions.
Anyway. It is possible other entities are what people are seeing when they see things like not deer or humans that look human only wrong. Because those also get called into the category of the epidermis strollers, right? The Yinablushi can travel in spirit form or full flesh and blood form. So, either form is not good for you to encounter if you do not know how to protect yourself. The Ute people have stories of their ancestors being tormented by Yinablushi as their lands border the Navajo Nation. The infamous Epidermis Stroller Ranch. Oh, the murder floof is here. This is Marilyn.
Hi, Marilyn.
She is my feral bedroom cat.
Oh, so fair.
Oh.
Oh, she's monitoring the mic.
Don't do that, kitty. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway. Oh, you don't want to? Okay. Anyway. The infamous Epidermis Stroller Ranch, which Craig already talked about,
Yes.
is in the Uinta Basin that borders on Ute lands. Fun fact, our four-greats-grandfather, Cyrus Hill, was Ute. So this leaves me wondering, how could the entities there be Yinablushi? It seems to me that other entities might be responsible for the shenanigans that go down at this frightening ranch. However, the Ute people have stories of being harassed by the Navajo epidermis strollers, so, by the Navajo, I wrote that funny. I apologize.
Words is hard.
Days are hard, especially when you don't put no periods in. Okay, anyway. So the Ute people do have stories of being harassed by the Yinablushi. Anyway, so epidermis strollers can be very tricky, learning to mimic your family and friends, calling out your name in their voices, trying to lure you out of a safe place into the open where you are vulnerable.
Ooh.
Yes. And they always, reports always say, one of the telltale signs is glowing red eyes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Spooky.
Very spooky. In my research, it seems the Navajo are not the only peoples to have claim to magic practice with malicious intent, with their own shape-shifting magic and their own epidermis strollers. So who knows what is really at the ranch? I don't
know.
I have found an interesting encounter story where it seems Sea Philly 100 and their friends were lucky to make it out alive.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. I found this story at www.darkstories.org.
Slay.
And this website is specifically for the podcast Tales from the Break Room and a few other podcasts. What's the guy's name? Anyway, so these are where people submit their stories to be on a podcast. So I had never stumbled across this before. Darkness Prevails. That's the guy's name who does these different podcasts. I really like him.
And if you want to send your stories
Yes,
to us,
Yes.
you can send them to seancewithmysiblings@gmail.com. We're also thinking about making a Reddit.
Like a subreddit, so
Yeah.
it's easier to post your stories there.
Yeah.
Kind of like Creeps and Crimes does. They have a subreddit for people's stories. Marilyn, I'm going to put you in your bathroom.
Not the bathroom.
Yes, the bathroom. All right, here we go. And I couldn't find any Utah-specific stories.
Aw, man.
There were lots of stories, but they didn't, say where they were.
Okay.
But this is actually in Arizona on a Navajo reservation, so it is within the borders of their land. So I was like, okay, that checks out. This could be an actual epidermis stroller. Okay, so this is Sea Philly 100. So, this had to have been back in 2009 or 2010. My girlfriend at the time, LaKayla, and I took a trip with our Navajo friend Shannon to visit her mom and some of her family who live out there on the Navajo reservation in Arizona. We got there at night, and as you probably know, there isn't really electricity, and in parentheses, or running water on the reservation. I did not know that until you said that, actually. So it gets very dark at night. I've never seen stars like that before or since. It felt like we were in a real-life planetarium. The sky was just so insanely beautiful.
Ooh, I bet.
So it's dark and very starry.
Yay.
This does have a lot of preamble, and I thought about cutting it out, but it's actually important for the story.
Okay.
We arrived at Shannon's friend Louise's house. And it's called a hogan. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. And went inside. I noticed the floor was earthen, and there was only a dim light cast from some kerosene lanterns. I had never been inside a traditional Navajo hogan before, so this was all very new to me and very interesting. Lakaila had to use the restroom. Louise told us she could use the outhouse, but that they had seen some mountain lion tracks around there recently, so Louise handed me a .45 revolver and some rounds to load it with.
As you do.
Just assuming this person knows how to do that. Maybe they said I don't know. They didn't put that part in. I was enthralled, so I loaded it up before escorting Kyla down to the outhouse. I was on high alert, fully expecting a mountain lion to come ripping around the corner any minute, so I was paying extra attention to my surroundings. The first thing that I noticed was that it was extremely quiet out, and as everyone knows, this is typically indicative of the presence of a large predator. I also thought I saw something moving through the bush, but it was so dark I couldn't really tell if it was just my eyes playing tricks on me. The other thing I noticed was the distinct odor in the air. It smelled like rotten trash mixed with fecal matter. But I thought that was just because I was standing next to the outhouse.
Sure.
Actually, if you do an outhouse right, they don't really stink.
Yeah.
As someone who used an outhouse at girls' camp for 3 summers in a row. Anyway, Lakaila had finished up inside, so we were making our way back to the hogan. Some murder fluke.
I'm sorry.
Be nice, Marilyn.
It's okay.
She's okay,
Okay.
yeah.
Something ran out in front of us, and I raised the revolver but didn't shoot. I couldn't be sure if it was a mountain lion or just a stray res dog. We got back to the hogan, and I unloaded the revolver and put it back on the shelf where Louise had gotten it from. Louise had her kids there, and it was a small living space to boot, plus she didn't feel comfortable with us staying there for the mere fact that she didn't really know us, and she had her kids there. Well, yeah. Understandable.
Fair.
So we still had to get to Shannon's mom's house, and I should mention that Shannon's mom is Hopi and lives on the Hopi side of the fence. And they go along to say something I don't need to say here. All right.
Okay.
Anyway, so getting around the reservation can be difficult in the daytime. Directions can include such verbiage as take a right at the old red tire, and when you get to the fork in the road, take it. The Navajo Nation is 27,000 square miles of dirt roads and dry wash arroyos. I don't know how to say that. Arroyos.
Arroyos? Or I don't know.
I don't know. And it was nighttime. So this is going to be a difficult task to undertake to continue on in their journey. It's very easy to get lost out there as there's just enough shrubbery and topographical relief to make it impossible to see too far in any direction. We had Shannon there with us, but even she was having a tough time finding the road out to the Hopi part of the land. The road was fairly well boxed in on either side with pinyon trees and juniper bushes. I'm guessing it means the road was boxed in. I swear something ran out of the brush and slapped the car with a considerable amount of force.
Dang.
I was the one driving, so I hit the brakes thinking maybe someone needed our help. Shannon got very scared and told me to keep driving.
Oh.
Yeah. I could see something in the brake lights. It looked like a person, only they appeared to be crouched over at a somewhat awkward angle.
No.
And it looked like they were wearing some kind of animal pelt or something. The other thing that stood out to me was the 2 white eyes that were reflecting the light with a reddish glow. I hit the gas and peeled out of there, fishtailing in the loose gravel. I could see that thing running behind the car, and it was gaining on us. It ran up behind us before leaping into the air. It landed in front of the car, only it wasn't a person anymore, but a mountain lion standing upright like a person.
Ew.
Gross.
Mm-hmm. with regular human-looking legs and 2 strong masculine arms with black and red markings like stripes on them. Its chest and torso were quite muscular and also looked like a human bodybuilder with rippling abs and more obscure markings.
Dang.
Yeah. Though it had the overall tawny color of a mountain lion and the head of one, too.
Ew.
Yeah. It was leering at us with those ethereal white eyes, and it had those long, sharp canines hanging out of its mouth, which was twisted into an evil grin, if that makes sense. I mean,
Yep.
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want it at all.
No, thank you.
It also had a long tail that was switching back and forth as it swayed from side to side. Hi, Amanda. Shannon screamed, and I threw the car into reverse, almost swerving off the road before pulling... Goodbye, kitty. Before pulling a maneuver I had learned in park ranger training, wherein you pop it into neutral and crank the wheel to spin around. You've probably seen someone do it in a movie before. He's like, humble brag.
I'm cooler than you.
Yeah, I can't do that. It's not that hard, but it's good. It's a good one to know if you ever need to back out of somewhere quickly.
Mm.
Well, I'm going to learn how to do it in my Jeep. So
Slay.
we were skidding back down the road, and when I looked in the rear view, I could no longer see the creature behind us. We finally got back to the highway, says in parentheses 160, that leads out to Tuba City. I took a left onto the highway, and to my horror, I saw that thing running alongside us, looking directly at me the whole time. I would be shitting my pants.
Mm-hmm.
I would be praying to anything I could think of to pray to. And probably crying, screaming, throwing up.
Yep.
This scares me, seriously. Like, ghost, I don't care. I don't care.
I don't care.
This,
No.
No.
thank you. Now it looked like a man again, wearing a mountain lion skin and running at an incredibly fast rate.
Just like Marilyn.
Just like Marilyn. I was just making sure she didn't hit anything.
Oh,
Okay.
we're good.
Now that we were back on a paved road, albeit one that was full of potholes and rocks, I was able to pick up enough speed that the creature finally started to fall behind, but not before running up alongside us and slapping the car again. That's just kind of like a little fuck
Like,
you. I'm
Yeah,
you.
he's messing with
Yeah.
them. Messing with them.
This time causing us to almost crash into a ditch that ran parallel to the road there.
Mm.
It also made a loud hissing sound that we could hear over the sound of the road, even though the windows were rolled up. So that's loud.
Yeah.
The sound truly put the fear of God in me. It hissed again before running off into the desert night from whence it came. We
Ooh.
finally made it out to Tuba City, and I don't think I slowed down once the entire time. We stopped for gas really fast before driving out to Hopi the long way. When we eventually got down to her mom's house, Shannon told her what had happened, speaking in hushed tones and visibly uncomfortable at having to recount the details of that horrendous, and then it just has a period.
That
Horrendous event.
Yeah.
Let's just finish it up for you. Lakyla and I weren't even really sure what had happened, but we were super spooked to be sure. Shannon's mom burnt some sage and said a prayer in Hopi, but I don't think anyone slept a wink that night. Epidermis stroller, mountain lion man, let's never meet again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mountain lion man.
Man.
Yeah. In the research I did, Shan Clan Productions, I don't know his real name, so I don't know. He doesn't, maybe he used to. I don't know.
He doesn't have a name.
He doesn't have a name. He's that mysterious.
Ooh.
He goes by a symbol like Prince. Just kidding. That is not true. I am being a shithead. But you can choose like an animal, but it has to be an animal that you can catch to do the rituals with that need to be done. And it apparently has to be an animal big enough to, like, the pelt would cover you. At least
Okay.
most of you.
Okay.
So people saying that their little teeny mini golden doodles are epidermis strollers, like, that's just ridiculous and not possible. Your poodle your mini golden doodle or your mini poodle is just being a dog. They're just being weird.
Yep.
Sometimes dogs are just dogs.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So anyway, I never want to meet an epidermis stroller. Ever.
Nope.
No.
Ever, 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 ever.
No
Ever,
mountain
ever.
lion mans for me.
No,
Or
thank
deer
you.
mans.
Mm-mm.
Nothing.
No.
Nope.
No.
Nor. Absolutely not.
So that's we could do like a whole probably season on
Just that.
just this.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not gonna.
Nope.
This is good. I'm good.
Yeah, that's
I never
that's
want
good.
to talk about
slices.
it again. Anyway,
Utah.
so, Utah.
Utah.
It's haunted here, and we've got lots of water cryptids for a
Yeah.
desert landlocked
Right.
state.
We sure freaking do.
Yeah, it's wild times out in the desert. And if you want to talk to us about wild times where you live, send us your stories, please.
Send them
Do
to
it.
seancewithmysiblings@gmail.com.
DM them to us on Instagram
Or TikTok.
or
Or
TikTok.
Facebook.
Yeah.
All at Seance with my siblings.
Yes.
Send us a link to where you've already posted it on Reddit.
Yeah.
Anything.
Anything.
Please. Please.
Please.
Come on. I don't know why you guys won't send us your stories. Every other podcast.
Are we too
gets stories.
desperate?
Oh no, we are, aren't we?
Oh,
Oh,
God.
no.
Oh no. We're those girls
We're
at the prom.
those girls.
Oh no.
I'm not like other girls.
I'm exactly like every other middle-aged white witch woman.
Girl
Eh,
thing.
what are you gonna do about it?
Anyways. Yeah. Seance
has
with
been-
my siblings.
yeah,
We
this
have a
is-
YouTube
Yeah.
We surely do.
where you can watch us and you can see Marilyn, the
Yep.
feral cat.
And if you got Maryland tax, that means you send in a story.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks y'all.
Everybody say bye.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.